you can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.
What's up, boys? How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
You. I'm Matt. Nice to meet you.
I'm Jody. Hi, everybody. Glad to be back.
Cool.
I'm Jack.
You're Jack?
Well, I played like Jake today, but, you know.
Hey,
Were
Chris.
you Jack both days in Seattle?
You know, it was tough. My caddy was more Jack on Saturday, and I was more Jack on Sunday.
That's fair. So you blame your caddy for sucking on day one and yourself on day two.
I actually hit the ball pretty good on day one, but, you know, when you underread every putt by like 3 feet, it's a little challenging.
I was there. I witnessed it. It was fun.
I think it ruined it for me. It didn't ruin it because Chambers is like clear by far the best golf course I've ever played. Like and Jody and I have played some really, really good places.
Yeah.
And I know you've played some really great places with us, Jake. Chambers is by far number one. Like, I hate saying that because I love Paynes Valley. I love Whistling Straits. I love Omni. You know, I didn't go to Stream Song, but Stream Song looked really good. It's just not close.
So my thing, I was talking to a guy the other day, and I said, for me, when Buffalo Ridge's greens are good, like, you know, they had some issues this year. The back nine at Ridge could possibly be the best 9 holes in golf. That's my opinion. I love the back nine at Buffalo Ridge. I think it's just so fun. Chambers Bay was incredible just everywhere. Like, it's not what I expected though, because I've never seen it. So seeing it on TV, I felt like it was this big, wide open, laid out golf course, and it's in a box. It's the weirdest thing. Like, you're standing up top and you look down at it, you're like, holy crap, that's the entire golf course. You know, like there can't be 18 holes of golf there, and it's 18 of the best holes you'll ever play.
It's literally, and like you said, you stand at the top because you pull in to the parking lot there where the main pro shop is, and behind the pro shop there's a walking path and a fence where you are literally looking to the entire property where this old sand pit was that they've created this golf course. And it is just like looking into your Christmas present on Christmas morning. Like, you open the box and look down in and get to see all of it sitting there.
Yeah.
That's what Chambers Bay is like.
Yeah, it was incredible. I did not expect that at all. Like, it just, seeing it on TV doesn't show you that aspect of the golf course. But it was not at all what I thought it was. But regardless, it was incredible. I mean, it was a beautiful golf course. You know, every hole you get a view of the sound, you know, Puget Sound. It was fun, man. It was a blast.
It's interesting. I mean, I have a couple thoughts about Chambers, you know. So round one, number 12, like, I still can't tell you what my favorite hole is. I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what my favorite hole is on that golf course. Just as I don't have a hole that I like, really don't like. I mean, 9 killed me both days, embarrassingly so. But I still want to go back and play it. That's the thing.
Jody, I missed a 2.5-foot birdie putt on day 2. Okay,
Jody witnessed my 7 on a par 3 on day 2, but you know, first day, but number 12, like, I get up there and I'm like, oh, it's only like 265 to the front edge. I'm like, I'm just gonna drive it on the green, and of course, you know, Hendricks caddy being Hendricks caddy is like, you know, encouraging it. So I knock it on the green, and I literally walk up. I hit the best drive. Everybody else went for it, hitting like terrible spots. And I'm on the green, and I was the only person in our group that didn't make birdie. Like, some guy hit it over to the cart path and made birdie. Some guy hit it like 150 yards off the tee and made birdie. It's this bowl where you just hit it all the way to the back, and everything goes to like 3 feet. And you're like, so I'm sitting on the green, and I've got a 60-yard putt that's going to break 30 yards with and I literally hit as hard as I can. And I get it to like 20 feet, and the caddy goes, I've never seen somebody do that on the first try without us reading it for him. And he's like, he's super excited that I got inside 20 feet. And I'm like, thank goodness it didn't like roll off the green and down the fairway. I mean, it's bonkers. And then number 3, the par 3, hit it left in that bunker, and I'm like, oh great, I've got this uphill sand shot, I've got this nice little collection area. I nipped this bunker shot perfectly. I'm gonna throw it up on the hill, let it come back, and that thing comes all the way back to my feet in the bunker, and I'm like, oh, welcome to Chambers Bay.
I
Day
got to
1 and
witness
2
that
played
too.
completely different. Day 1 and 2 played completely different. Like it was
So
crazy how much the greens dried out and how firm they got on day 2 compared to day 1.
Right.
So I found that out on the first green on day 2 when I hit a 7-iron that bounced 30 feet in the air on the green and ended up 30 yards away from the flag. But I agree with Eric. Number 10 is probably my favorite hole out there. That shoot that you're hitting down that's fun.
It's
And that
framed
green is
so perfectly.
It is. That's a fun hole.
Yeah. I don't know,
Eric
though.
probably
You
played
got
it better than I did.
16, you got 17, you've got – see, I like 7. A lot of people hate 7 because it's hard, but I think 7's the most brilliantly designed golf hole. You take on the right bunker and you execute the shot and you have a wedge in your hand, which I did on day 1 and hit it long and then made double, because if you hit it long there, you're done. But if you hit it left, the 2 freaking mounds in the middle of the fairway, you can't see where you're going.
Yep.
If you play safe, it's like, this is not good.
Day 2, I spun an 8-iron somehow. Spun an 8-iron off the green.
Yeah.
How do you spin an 8-iron off the green, hitting uphill into that green? And I landed right in the middle of the green, 10 feet from the flag. We thought it was gold, and I get up there. I'm the farthest one from the flag.
Man.
I love the simplicity of 8. The just dead straight par 5, no bunkers, no hazards, just straight up. And on your left is hillside, on your right is a drop off. You've got to hit a good tee shot, a good second shot, and then all the fun happens at the green. Like, good luck 2-putting that green.
Right.
I successfully 2-putted both days, but from 4 feet on day 2.
Yeah,
5 feet.
It's no joke. It's a huge green with all sorts of slope and ridges and sections on it. So, yeah, man, just there's not it's one of the few golf courses in the world that I've traveled to that doesn't have a lull or a bad section in it. Like, there's all sorts of golf courses that build along the way and you have this big dramatic finish, or there's this, amazing start and then just kind of fizzles out. Man, Chambers is just one right after another where you get there and you're like, oh crap, this is a great golf hole. What am I supposed to do? And you have to think your way all the way around. Obviously, I did not use my head very much on day 1, but was able to bounce back and have a respectable day on day 2. So, it's one of those golf courses that you can come out and have a great day. And we saw that. We had some guys come out in day 1, have a nice little lead even, and day 2 it got them. I mean, it just snuck up and bit them, and vice versa. We had some people come from the back of the pack and have just really solid days on day 2, and you can make up a lot of ground. And that's what a difficult championship golf course does, is it makes it where you have to play 2 solid days. You can't just jump out to a lead and then hit the cruise control.
Well, we saw firsthand on hole 1 how hard that golf course can be. The teeth on that golf course, if you get on those hills. Yeah. I mean, none of us had a good
sideways. It's a golf course that's wide open that you can see everything. There's literally one tree on the entire property.
Right.
If you're hitting it sideways, you're going to shoot 100.
Right. Here's the crazy thing about it. Like, you think hole 1's hard. My longest birdie putt of the weekend on number 1 was like 8 feet. And I missed them both, including like a 2-footer on the first hole for Jody and I take a 1-up lead on Hendry and Craig. That Jody starts talking crap to me before I hit the putt. We still won the hole. I only had a 2-putt because they all made bogey. But and I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, if I freaking hit this hard, I'm like, do I play for the match or do I play for the tournament? I was out of the tournament, so it's like I don't really want to hit this hard, because if I hit it hard and it missed, I'm going to have like 8 feet coming back for par. Right. And it's like, the golf course, everything about it's so stinking good. But if you execute, you can tear it up. But if you don't, you get on the wrong spot there playing the slopes. It's crazy.
So I haven't had much opportunity to talk much smack or brag about my play on the golf course in this entire season. So I will take this opportunity. Matt and I did have a match, not against each other, but he and I against Hendra and Craig, our Las Vegas chapter owners, on Sunday, and we made it around the front nine. Matt struggles on 9, and I was able to get up and down, and we have the front 9. Matt had to leave to take care of some stuff on the golf course, and so left me to battle Hendra and Craig 2-on-1 for the back 9, and your boy represented the national office.
Yeah.
2-up win, put him to sleep.
And we still haven't got paid
It
on
was
that.
great.
So
I made about a 20-footer for bogey on 17 to put him to sleep.
Bogey.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I do. I make
Hey.
long putts to save pars and bogeys.
I can put my Venmo out on the air at APT-Matt Minder, Hendra Craig. I'm just saying. My boy Jody didn't even need me on the back 9. It was like I was there, but I wasn't. So, but anyways, we could spend, I think the hardest part about these lives, Jody and Jake, is that we could spend all night talking about the great things that we've done on the APT, but we have so much coming up that we've got to talk about. So we're going to have to, shift this to the whole national, North American Championship, senior North American Championship discussion.
Right.
We do have some news, and we need to bring on, we've had a leadership change in Phoenix. We want to welcome our Chicago and Phoenix chapter owner. See, I got you here, Rich Cislowski, which I'd love to have a contest, Jake, to see if you could spell Cislowski. Go.
CZ Lowski.
So
I can't wait to hear how Chicago and Phoenix are connected, because that's making my mind stretch here.
they're both hubs for American Airlines. That's all I can say.
There we go.
We got it. Hey, Chris, I'm trying to cue you to bring in Rich. Where is Rich? And we
Can't
have
get good help anymore, Matt.
See, Matt, what I tell you, CZ. Oh, I missed a couple. Eslowski.
You were close. You missed
Can
the
I
most
buy a
people.
vowel, please?
So, and Christopher, he just getting on board. Nashville's coming up, buddy. Just hang in there for a minute with us. Chatting with our boy Rich Cislowski, Chicago and Phoenix chapter owner. I'm a little bummed that I'm not going to be able to go to your event tomorrow at Boulder Ridge. That place is really good. So,
Yeah, we're excited. We actually have a pretty decent sized field for a Wednesday afternoon, but we have dinner and drinks provided afterward, and people are coming out.
what time's your event?
We're at 1 p.m. Shotgun start tomorrow.
Can I still play?
I got Van to come up, so if he's watching, he's coming up from Springfield.
Okay, we'll talk after the call. I may ask for permission. Wednesday's my day off.
Weather
You
looks
know the
good.
course. You know not to hit it in that water on the left on I think it was 12. That
It's
you
true.
were in.
I hit
I'm
it-
in Phoenix end of the month. If you need me to do anything for you,
Come on out.
be there for 4 days. So
Okay.
playing some golf.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before we get into this conversation about Phoenix and Chicago and make that connection, let's step away for a quick break. Chris, you have the con.
I knew he was going with the Turtleson commercial as soon as you introed it.
The
Guaranteed.
debate goes on. Where was that filmed?
See, I don't know where it was filmed, but I do know I did see Andy Plate, the president of Turtleson. He's the guy putting in that video. So that's Andy with some good form. So shout out to Andy if he's watching. Can't wait to see those guys in Nashville, because we got to at some point talk about Nashville tonight. Turtleson's going to play a big part of that event this year. Again, we're excited. Obviously, Nashville is home state for Turtleson, so it's a home game. Bristol, Tennessee, and Virginia. So I won't throw any, shade at the Virginia side of Bristol. But we're here. Rich Seslowski, you've joined us before with Chicago, Phoenix. We'll let you have the floor, man. We're just going to leave it. I'm not going to ask you questions.
I'm excited. I was out in Phoenix this last weekend, actually, planting some seeds and getting some things organized, getting a team put together. It's a special place to me. I went to Arizona State, wore my Sun Devil gear for the call tonight. I'm excited about the challenge and talking to some of the members from last year. I think there's some things we can do to really elevate the experience for them. And that's kind of what we do. I mean, we're gonna spend as much time as we can making sure players have a great experience, and when they leave one of our events, feel like they got their money's worth. They were able to have fun and meet some new people, and they were well taken care of. That's the goal.
Right. And I mean, the golf courses in Phoenix, they absolutely suck. If you've never visited there, it's really hard to find a good golf course in Phoenix. So I hope you can put a schedule together that, people want to play at.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it with all those courses out there that are just subpar. I mean, it's also going to be a little culture shock for me. In Chicago, we get about 3.5 months of decent weather to play golf. So it's the flip side out in Phoenix.
Right. It's going to be
here will we play.
It's going to be really fun. So I got to ask you an Arizona State Sun Devil question: John Rahm or Phil Mickelson?
Well, it sounds like they're both going to be on the Live Tour here pretty soon. I love Rahm, but Phil's the OG. I got to go with Phil.
That's fair. I can respect it, and still sticking with your boy. It's all good. So
a little closer to my age too. Rahm's a youngin.
Also true. But yeah, we're excited to have you out there. I think it's going to be really good. I know you've done a great job rebuilding Chicago. I love, because I'm starting to get some bleed from Chicago members coming down and playing Central Illinois and St. Louis. And every single Chicago member that's come down and played one of our events down here has stopped me to tell me how great of a job you're doing. And so we appreciate that. Everybody talks about the experience they have up there. I know I've been up to your event. I was at Flossmoor. Also Stonewall Orchard, two of my favorite golf courses in the state. So both really good events, both good times. So we're excited to see how you grow Phoenix and continue to grow Chicago. So I would say welcome aboard, but you're already stuck with us.
No, I'm excited. Like I said, Phoenix is a special place for me. I'm already kind of commuting back and forth, and I've got good teams in place in both spots. So
cool. Well, we got to talk championship. We'll keep you on to talk championship stuff. Since Chris was asking about Nashville, Nashville registration, in case you don't know, is now open to all APT members that have completed at least 5 tournament rounds. Registration, Jody, surprisingly enough, is above pace of where we were last year. So we're expecting a really big turnout in Nashville. We're really excited about it. But why don't you take some time? I know you and your buddy John Rich have got a special event planned for us Monday night.
Yeah, so we've been working together and slowly rolling out a relationship with Folds of Honor, and John is a big supporter of Folds, works with them throughout the year through all of his brands, and so he was excited to get with us to help us be able to host a Folds event on Monday night after the first round that allow us to be at his personal bar and club in downtown Nashville, the Redneck Riviera, and we're going to be able to have the place to ourselves, have pairings party, Folds of Honor event, and it's going to be a great time. We're going to have live music. I think you may even have some dancers lined up or something along those lines. Did I hear that correctly?
I'm trying to get Milborn Construction to sponsor the line dancers.
There we go. Line dancers. We need some.
I haven't got an answer from the team at Milborn Construction yet. If he writes a check, we'll get some line dancers for you. We did get to handpick the artist. The artist is fantastic. Was really, really excited. We were watching our office spent about 30 minutes watching YouTube videos the other day as we were picking our artists. And so the live music's going to be great. We're going to announce the entire 2023 major schedule. We're going to announce the 2023 championships, which, by the way, after tomorrow, I think the 2023 major schedule will be completely done. And we've ordered items for the member kit. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do in November and December.
You mean we're not going to have to wait till June of next year for hats?
Well, I still don't have the hats we ordered last June. So
I know.
We're 15 months and we've got about 60% of the order. So guys, be thankful that we didn't throw a hat in the member kit because y'all would still be waiting. So I'm so glad. Special shout out to Pins and Aces. They really came through. Mark from PAC Golf. Those guys stepped in, and when we were in a really bad spot, honestly. When we walked into the member kit last year, everybody's like, "Hey, what's in the member kit? What's in the member kit?" And Jody and I are sitting here like,
Don't
we
know.
are so screwed. You know what I mean? So
Your guess is as good as ours.
yeah, we cannot tell you what's in the member kit yet, but it's all ordered, and you'll have it in your hands your first tournament at the beginning of March. It still does take forever to order stuff, but we're really excited about that piece. A lot of good things going on. The other event in Nashville we need to highlight a little bit is Saturday night at Greystone Golf Club. We're calling it the Champions Reception. We're going to start at 5 o'clock, have a long drive competition, little skills competition. Greystone's got a really cool bar in the back patio. The long drive competition is going to be from the back patio onto 9 fairway. It's going to be fun. We're going to have different divisions for different skill levels, different ages. We'll have some great prizes out. We're going to have heavy appetizers served, and we're going to honor our first North American champions, as well as our National Players of the Year from last year, and some people that have done some really cool stuff this year on the golf course as well. And so definitely make sure to plan to be there Saturday night at Greystone Golf Club. Tickets for that are going to be $30. They're going to include all the food. It's going to be a great spread out there. It's going to be a great time to just have some fun, get to know different people from across North America, because I had some Canadian registrations today for the North American Championship. So
Take off, eh?
hey, Joe wants to know when the itinerary for the Nationals will be released.
Itinerary?
That was
Itinerary?
Itinerary.
like 3 weeks
Itinerary.
ago,
When's
Joe.
the itinerary coming out?
So, Chris, I'm going to put the link to the North American Championship page.
He said no.
He said no. So you can post it in the thing. We've got a whole website, 2020. If you go to amateurplayers2.com, scroll down, you'll see a button for North American Championship and Senior North American Championship. So we'll have that. We'll have that out. Registration is going to be Sunday night at Hermitage. So Sunday night, 4 to 7, I believe, will be registration. Come pick up your tee gifts, get skins paid for, all of that. And then 7 to 7:30, we're going to have a quick players meeting to go over everything for the week. And then 7:30 to 8:30, it's me and you on the mic, Jody, little players forum. So we'll be on hand to answer your questions. So I think Rich is going to be the MC. I haven't asked him yet, but he might get thrown into it. He looks like a good MC.
Wouldn't be the first time I had to do something like that.
Perfect. So I'm not
Gonna
volunteering.
get the turntables.
Little.
Not that kind of MC, Jake.
Waka. No,
Hey,
okay.
Jake, the line dancers are on Monday. Send the check for Monday.
Monday.
You'll
Gotcha.
spend more if the employees of Redneck Riviera are the line dancers and not Jody and myself.
Oh,
Nobody-
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Jay Combs with the line dancers.
Oh goodness.
Guys, once again, our Venmo is at APT-Matt Minder. If you want to see Jay Combs with line dancers, donate now. We'll buy them.
That's
Jay
right.
might be here like the week before Nationals, so I may have to get a private show just to see what you guys are going to have to suffer through.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Jay Combs' line dancers.
That's pretty fun. So anyways, Chris was asking about practice rounds. We do have practice rounds reserved. Greystone and Hermitage on Sunday, some Saturday, I believe, as well. We'll be getting that information out and email to you guys shortly. Hermitage was finalizing just rates and things. I'm going to get the answer for that, and Gaylord Springs as well. Greystone's offering $50 practice rounds on Sunday, which is a steal to play that golf course. So if that's part of your rotation, definitely want to take the time to get out to Dixon. But yeah,
I'm available for insight and advice on Greystone. So, I've only played it about 2,500 rounds there. So,
Rich, what are you most looking forward to about North American Championship? You've been quiet.
Actually, this is my first trip to Nashville, even though I have family in Franklin. So I'm just excited to see Nashville in general. And I'm not playing. I'm going to just work the event. So I'm excited to get to see more of our members from across the country. Hopefully some Phoenix and Chicago players will be there. But if not, I'll have a good time getting to know guys from other parts of the country.
Yeah, well, we've got registrations from both Phoenix and Chicago members today, so you'll have plenty of people to get around with. It's a good time. I'm trying to think, Jody. I'll go back to Pinehurst. We always got to have fun with some of these things in Pinehurst. So my favorite memory, the behind the scenes, and I'll let you go. I'll go first. My favorite memory from behind the scenes. You can't tell. Here's the rules. Nothing that happens in a hotel room can be talked about.
okay, that's fair.
Okay, there we go.
We weren't
Probably
staying
for
in
both
the
your
hotel.
protection.
I'll put that there. No, nothing. No.
I have photographic evidence.
I know you do. And the only hotel memory we can talk about is when we took the skins money the first day. We didn't realize when everybody's paying in like $100 for skins and the 2 under challenge, and we had to count for it the first day. Like we literally dumped the money on the table, and you realize like how much prize money is actually there, and we're like counting it, and it felt like a gigantic drug deal.
If you ever watch the World Poker Tour when they walk out and dump the cash on the table, that's what it felt like.
We're like, how are we going to count this? It's already midnight.
Has anybody locked the door? Who has a gun? How are we going to get this to the car without getting mugged?
Yeah.
Why is Jake circling the parking lot in a scooter?
Yes.
But my favorite memory of Pinehurst is got to be, and I got to pick on our boy Chris Guthrie. Chris, I love you. But Chris was running Pinehurst #1 in round 2, and we had to switch everything for the final round. And he left the tee markers out on Pinehurst #1, and we needed them for a different golf course. And we figured it out at 1:30 in the morning that the tee markers were on the golf course at Pinehurst #1. And Jody says, "Don't worry, guys, I got you." And he walked Pinehurst #1 in the pitch black dark at 1:30 in the morning to pick up the tees. So we had tees the next day for the golf course. So paying homage to you tonight.
And the cops were not called. It was one of my stealthier moments.
And they have cameras out there.
It's hard to be stealthy when you look like this too. So just saying.
Right. Well, we still got 2 really big things to talk about tonight, guys. Number 1, the Senior North American Championship. And number 2 is we got a new chapter to welcome to the APT family. But stay tuned. Chris said we need a 2 under break. So I don't know what that means. So let your mind wander there.
2 under. Quality fabrics. No roll waistband. Joey pouch. Elevate and separate. No chafing. What more could you ask for?
I spend a lot of time on the treadmill, as I'm sure you can tell by my physique. So, I can tell you that 2 unders are not only great for the golf course, but good for the gym too.
I don't even have anything to respond to that.
I will tell you this. Oh, thank you.
So
My wife just got here. Speaking of my physique, my wife walks in with cake.
there you go.
Yes. Perfect.
Getting that physique ready.
No, it's great. So, hey, I've got to tell a story about my favorite part about Pinehurst, and this is real quick so that you can move on to the next part of this. So,
I'm so scared.
the registration day, I'm not even going to throw you under the bus here, Matt.
I appreciate it.
Registration day First of all, we had amazing support from chapter owners who came in from all over the country just to work the event, not even to play Pinehurst. They were there just to help, to work, to make sure that this first national championship went off like crazy. So we're all in this huge ballroom. We have separate stations set up, and the sun is setting outside of Pinehurst. And Ivan and Jay Combs and myself sat across the room from Matt Fegley, reflecting the sunlight on Matt's face for a solid 30 minutes. And he never knew where it was coming from. We sat and giggled like third graders for a solid hour. It was amazing.
Nice. I do remember that. But, so many great memories at Pinehurst. If we're going to talk about our serious memories for a second, the 18th green at Pinehurst. I can't wait to recreate that at Hermitage. The members that stuck around, that hung out, that cheered all of our guys taking that walk up number 2 or number 18 on Pinehurst number 2. Just a really special moment to see. We set out to create this family atmosphere and this camaraderie in the tour, right? And to watch it just be fully on display with people that didn't even really know each other before then, just cheering everybody to just finish well, and for guys to be able to take that walk and see the pride on their face. The other thing was our champions, being able to take them to our room, have them sign all the flags, let them kind of just watch it soak in to see what had just happened. Just a really cool experience. We do a lot of really awesome things in national majors across the APT, but nothing tops championship Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesday this year, the final round. I can't wait to see it again and crown our next batch of champions. It's going to be fun.
Look, the crowd gathering on the veranda, Luke Barrett announcing each group as they came up, and so they're all getting proper ovation and welcome to the 18th green. And look, for the most part, across divisions, the play on 18 was solid. I mean, it came down to at least 3 of the divisions where 18 mattered, and we had a playoff for Division 2. So, I mean, yeah, it was unbelievable success for the first year. Cannot wait to have everybody come to Nashville and see not only what a great city it is, but also the solid golf that we have to offer. The Nashville chapter just hosted tour finals at President's Reserve. At General's Retreat this weekend. And if you want to see some good scores, go look at that leaderboard. So if you make the final round for the national championship, I hope your game is solid, because you're gonna have to be firing on all cylinders that day.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun, and but honestly, we also got to transition into, we're getting ready to in 12 days host the first inaugural senior North American Championship in Myrtle Beach. 3 awesome golf courses. Really excited about Wild Wing and Pine Lakes. The Granddaddy, first 2 days. Final round at the Die Club at Barefoot. 160 players for the first ever senior, which we're thrilled about. Seniors only, 50 and over. Going to battle it out for 3 days in Myrtle Beach for the biggest prize pool and per player in amateur golf. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so much good golf in Myrtle Beach, and we've worked hard with the golf courses there, and of course our friend Lee Barton, to make sure he's eager to make sure that Myrtle is a fantastic host for a championship like this. He's been a great help. The Founders Club putting together a great rotation of courses for us. So the only thing left to do is for Jake to guarantee us good weather, and we'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, for sure. So,
are you going to play lift, rake, and place in the bunkers at the Die course?
probably.
What bunkers?
It's going to change things a little bit if it's lift, rake, and place. It makes it a little bit easier course, possibly.
I mean, there's no bunkers at the dive club. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right?
There wasn't any at Chambers Bay either.
That's the
Yeah.
course I had to prepare for when I got back into golf a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh. So I used to live in Myrtle, as people know. There's very few things I remember about the golf in Myrtle. Like there's some of the like just spectacular courses, like Legends. I remember Legends because I was a member there. I probably played 2,000 rounds while I was there. I remember the Dye Club just because of how diabolical some of those bunkers are. It's just a fun golf course. I remember Pine Lakes because Pine Lakes has the history. It's just gorgeous. And then other than that, there's very few things. Like I remember a couple holes of Tidewater and things like that. And obviously, as we're traveling down there and playing more events, it's coming back. But the Dye Club is a special place to crown our champions on. The consolation round, though, is no joke. Grand Dunes that just reopened its renovation. It looks spectacular. Just saw some pictures of that today, so that'll be good. A couple of events to let you guys know about. Registration on Saturday. We'll be sending out information about that. We have practice rounds, $70 at either Pine Lakes or Wild Wing for the week before the tournament. So that's coming up here in a couple days. And I believe the practice run rate at the Dye Club is $100. I'll send it in the email. I have it in the contract. I need to look. So that being said, and Sunday night, Travis Powell is going to be performing Elvis. And if you think that's not cool, you just need to hear him sing. He's phenomenal. One of our great members. Looking forward to that. We're working on finalizing the venue. And then Monday night, we're having a social at Senior Nationals at Taco Mundo, which is by far the best Mexican spot. It's in North Myrtle Beach. Tickets for that are going to be $20, and it includes your dinner. I'm not buying you tequila, but we are buying you the best tacos. Each Monday Night Football will be a great time.
No Tito's bill for Jake.
That's a great spot. It's right on the water. The food's incredible. That's a good venue.
It's going to be really fun. You don't want to miss. We'll have tickets available for that tomorrow as well. We'll have pairings out soon. We've been talking to the golf course. Division 1, 2, and 3 are going to be together. 4 and 5 will be together. I'm just waiting for them to tell me which one we're going to do on which course. So as soon as we have that, we'll get pairings out to you guys so you guys can plan. It's going to be just a fantastic event. We're looking forward to it. The top 100 are going to qualify for the Dye Club. The remaining 60 will play at Grand Dunes. We're going to talk about the playoffs that you all loved at Pinehurst. They're back for Nashville. They're back for Myrtle Beach. Guys are going to be playing for those final spots. It is going to be special. I cannot wait. So
the juices will be flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so I had to send a deck to a potential sponsor today. So I had to run through our membership numbers. And our average chapter is actually pretty solid. I was looking at that. And I was looking at our chapters, and I was having to count our chapters, and I'm like, we're like in the mid 40s now with who we're announcing, which is going to be really fun. Felix, there are carts at every golf course in Nashville. You're good.
Felix. Oh God.
So
He's in the Maldives. I don't want to hear any crap from him about having.
I know, man.
Exercise.
It was
But,
good to meet that guy finally.
yeah, but anyways, we've got some more chapters coming on. Like we're so far above our goals right now. We're really excited at continuing to grow. 2023 membership signups are already going pretty crazy, I think. Considering we haven't even got to the local finals. But we've got a new chapter to welcome. And Jody, I'll let you do the intro.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have a commercial. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll come back. Come on. You got to pay attention to the director down here telling you what to do. Got to pay
What up, guys? My name's George Gankis. I'm a PGA Tour coach out of Westlake, California. I teach all sorts of players. I got PGA Tour players such as Matthew Wolff, Sung Kang, many others. There's nothing more I trust than blue tees when I'm trying to hit that yardage. It all starts with knowing your distance.
So, Jody, I think we need to change this commercial. And I just want to see the commercial that we experienced in California when we were out there. So we're playing with Patrick Koenig from Fire Pit Collective and the founder of Blue Tees, right?
Yep.
And so we're going out to this Muni golf course in California. I don't even remember where it was, unfortunately. So sorry, Fegley and Cackamies. Great golf course. Really enjoyed it. But I don't remember where. But anyway, so we're playing in the group. And so the founder of Blue Tees puts his pink rangefinder down on the ground just because he's getting ready to hit a wedge shot or whatever. And here comes Koenig trying to shoot video on his golf cart and just straight up runs the rangefinder over. Like, direct hit. And I'm just sitting there going like, but then I'm like, it's probably good because, he obviously has another rangefinder if he needs one. But he just picks it up and there's no damage to it at all. 0. And it worked great. And I was like, oh, durable. And so he starts doing this like Instagram thing about how he just ran over the guy's rangefinder and it still works really well and stuff. So anyways.
Well, we're going to
he's
got to change it because Matt Wolff is no longer a PGA Tour player. And, George Gankis says PGA Tour players like Matthew Wolff. Well,
former PGA Tour
or former PGA Tour players.
Indefinitely suspended PGA Tour player.
Anyways, we're not going to the live thing, guys. That ain't a conversation. I mean, Rich already said he liked Phil Mickelson, and that's like just saying. No, nothing against Lefty. I'm joking, guys. But anyways, go ahead and introduce our newest chapter owner. I'm really excited about this one. This is a big deal.
Well, look, the golf world is a small community, as we have been reminded numerous times. And so, the beautiful thing about traveling and playing golf in events all over the country is you get to meet great people, establish some friendships that you never know when you meet somebody and make a friendship that what it's going to lead to down the road. So many years ago in a championship event, got a chance to get paired up with our next guest and just hit it off. And 18 holes, 5 hours of golf, and talking about life and business and just the world in general, and exchanged numbers and kept in touch. And lo and behold, the opportunity comes up with our friend Larry Burrow to start a new chapter in Arkansas. So reached out to my buddy and said, hey man, just starting a chapter in your neck of the woods. Would love to see you come and be a part of this and see if you like it. Give us your feedback and let us know what you think. And now here we are, not quite a year later, and he liked it so much, he's ready to launch something on his own in Tulsa, Northeast Oklahoma. So please welcome our friend Mark Braley.
Hey, thanks, Jody. I almost had to say come in and cry. I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't even get into the whole race cars and all that other stuff. So
yeah, you just made me sound like the most boring guy on the planet talking about that kind of stuff in a golf tournament.
Hey, you never know where a 5-hour round of golf where that conversation is going to go. So I'm grateful in life that more times than not they've been good conversations.
Well, I'll tell you this: if it was only 5 hours in that mess, we were fortunate. So I'm very glad to be a part of APT and had a great year playing, a lot of fun, and finally was hoping we would get to do this a lot sooner, but the last couple of years have not allowed that, and now I'm glad that stuff's behind us and we can finally get going here.
Well, tell us about your golf background and your experience in tournament golf, and then about a little bit about where you are, and just introduce yourself to everybody.
Let's see. Let's start with the background in golf. I mean, I just started playing with my dad a long time ago, and as I got older, started playing more, and it was a lot less taxing on the body than some of the other sports I was playing, and really just kind of fell in love with it like everybody else that plays, and became a member at a country club here in town. was MGA president for a few years, so I got to learning to communicate with people and was on the board of directors at the club. So I learned as a golf representative. So got to kind of see some of the inner dealings and setting up tournaments and stuff like that. We had a great pro there, Jason Branch, and learned a lot from Jason. Moved on to Ben Guerin. I've been the MGA president for way too long, in case any of my people are listening, for about 6 or 7 years, and helped Ben Guerin run some tournaments and sell some sponsorships and do all that kind of stuff. And I just enjoy doing that. I'm been around people is the most fun. I think, getting paired with the right people, that fun people makes it playing golf a lot better. And then, so I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of people out in the Tulsa area. In fact, I know so many of them already. It's almost like a second golf home, if you will.
So Tulsa just hosted a championship, a major championship. So a lot of people know about Southern Hills, but sneaky good place for golf in that part of the world.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I played in a tournament at the Blessings in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which, if you don't know where Blessings is, that's owned by Johnny Tyson. It's the home for University of Arkansas Golf. Stacy Lewis contributed a bunch of money there to go practice facility. It's a fabulous place. And it's an invitation-only 4-ball that I played in for about 4 or 5 years, and I was blown away by all the teams from Tulsa that would come over about an hour and 40 minutes and play in that tournament, and just super guys, so much fun. And damn it, they were really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of those really good players, as well as players all the way down through each division signing up and playing. But man, Tulsa's got, Golf Club Oklahoma is a Tom Fazio course. The Patriot, of course, we're all familiar with the Patriot, the Folds of Honor. It's Robert Trent Jones Jr. course. There's A.W. Tillinghast has a place out there at Oaks Country Club. There's just a lot of good. Perry Maxwell built a couple of courses in Oklahoma. Just a lot of really, really high quality golf courses in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A lot of high quality players, and really looking forward to it. And through racing, my daytime job, I've got a lot of connections over there in Tulsa, so I'm looking forward to getting after it over there.
Mark, we need to meet about halfway, somewhere in like Grand Lake or something like that. Play a little golf, and we'll talk race cars.
Absolutely. Shangri-La, Shangri-La is on my bucket list there. So yeah, that'd be great, Jake.
Yeah, it's interesting too. Like, so I went down to a Raider retreat in Tulsa with some of our guys. I know Jake Cliff came down with us, Donnie Weiss from Nashville, and I went down strictly just to play the Patriot because there's a Folds of Honor course. We're getting involved in them. I'm like, I got to go and get the opportunity to play. I think Joe was there too. I think Smo was there from Nashville. I'm trying to remember. That's like 25 trips ago. It was like in May. So, but the thing that surprised me about Tulsa, for guys that are watching tonight, want to know, why would I want to go to Oklahoma to play golf? Because you kind of have this idea that Oklahoma is like really flat. Like, even you think Southern Hills is really flat. Southern Hills is like crazy hilly. The elevation changes everything. The Patriots cut out of this canyon. The Patriots, there are very few. So Jay Blasey did a lot of the shaping for Chambers Bay for Robert Trent Jones too, and also did all the work at the Patriot, which is the Robert Trent Jones too. And there's a lot of similarities, I think, in just kind of how he uses the land that's there to make great golf courses. So I was expecting flat and kind of link style, and it's very, very much different in Tulsa. So you have the Patriot, which is great, which hopefully we'll work on getting our guys on at some point. We've got Cherokee Hills is really fun, which is at the Hard Rock Casino right there, just 10 minutes down the road from the Patriot. And you said Shangri-La in Afton. We went out there, and all of the guys loved that place. Said it was really, really good. So a lot of good golf in Tulsa. Don't overlook it on your schedule when you're looking to travel.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and you mentioned too Northwest Arkansas, which Tulsa is not far of a drive from there. I know Larry and his crew in the Arkansas chapter loves getting up into the Fayetteville area. especially this time of year when the Hogs are starting to buck their heads and act like they may actually have a football team this year. So, it's going to be a lot of great opportunities for Central Missouri, Memphis, Arkansas chapters to all kind of head that way. Jake and Kansas City guys to come down. A good fill in to create a lot of coverage area there. Your guys in Tulsa are going to have plenty of options of different places to go. But I know you're going to put a great schedule together. We have a lot of the same ideas about what a golf course is supposed to look like, and especially from a tournament course. And so I know you're going to put together a great schedule. And, we've had a lot of conversations in the past too about, what this business is about and what the deliverables are for a tour director or chapter owner. So I'm excited about having you come on. I know you're going to have the player experience at the top of your priority list, and guys are going to benefit greatly from having you as a part of the team.
Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I like people, and to the point where, they got this thing at Walmart now. You just call in your order and you go pick it up. You never even get out of your car. Now, what fun is that, right? My wife does that twice a week, and I go every week just about for the fun of it, walking around Walmart just to talk to people and see people and chat with people and do stupid stuff like that. But it's
an Arkansas thing to say. I just go to Walmart to hang out.
Yeah, that does sound Arkansas, doesn't it? The majority of those pictures you see on TV are from Walmart just down the road from me, actually. So
I've got one of those in my town too. Trust me.
Yeah, and listen. On another note, for the people that haven't been in Nashville, Nashville. Jody, you know this. They've got a NASCAR track out there now, but that hasn't always been there. The Fairgrounds Speedway has been in Nashville forever, and I've been going to Nashville since I was a little kid, going to that racetrack. And as I got older, downtown Nashville is so much fun. It really is. The food, the people, it's just one of my favorite places to go. And when I heard that the national championship was in Nashville, I just literally lost it. It was so much fun. I couldn't wait to sign up. So if you look, I was probably one of the first 50 people to sign up for that deal. But really, really enjoy Nashville and looking forward to going.
Well, you mentioned the short track at the fairgrounds in Nashville. That's just south of downtown. They built the new soccer stadium there, so the Nashville Soccer Club plays right adjacent to the track. But they've got plans to restore that track and bring a NASCAR race to that short track.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that'll be fun.
It will. That's the old Sterling Marlin days. He used to beat up on people there.
NASCAR kind of struggles taking turns though, so I don't know, man. They didn't do so well at the road track this year. It was a little bit of a mess.
I'll tell you, NASCAR would probably be lucky to fill the grandstands at the fairgrounds for people that actually care about it. But that's why I play golf on Sundays. I don't like NASCAR anymore. So,
well, you a drag racer, Mark?
No, actually, my company makes exhaust systems. The company I work for, and we primarily work in. We do some drag stuff, tractor pull, circle track, dirt, circle track, pavement. You name it, we pretty much do it. But I'm more of a circle track dirt guy, from a long time ago. So I like getting dirty.
Yep.
It's not a. You haven't gone to a racetrack if you don't have part of it in your teeth when you get home.
Yeah, and you know what's cool is so many people that are at racetracks, they race at night. So what do they do during the day? They go play golf. And I go to a race in Iowa for 10 days, and I play golf 8 days in a row up there just this last month. And it's a blast. Played at some of the courses in Iowa that the Iowa chapter was at, and really neat to have golf as part of your work too. So
some good golf up there too.
Absolutely. Yeah, Iowa's got some great golf. Yeah. Bent grass fairways, bent greens. Nasty old fescue rough.
We've talked a lot over the last year and a half about how Iowa has the sneaky best schedule of any chapter in the country. Like Paul Paul Schmitz has some really good golf courses on that schedule up there. I mean, they just played Amana Colonies this weekend. That place is amazing. I mean, he's got a treasure trove up there that people need to check out.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, awesome. We're excited to have you on board. Glad you could join us tonight, and really looking forward to helping you get things launched up there. You know, I love Tulsa. It's a great city to visit outside of golf, but now this just gives me another excuse to come that way. So excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. They got a great golf tech store there. So hopefully, you know, pretty soon we'll be able to talk with those guys and, yeah, some good stuff going forward.
All right. Awesome. Matt?
Well, I'm supposed to listen to Chris, so he said we'll take some Q&A.
There we go. Almost exactly on the dot. Good job, you. I'm so proud of you.
teachable.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I saw in the chat earlier, as we were talking about senior nationals, there was a question about tee break for 60 and above at senior nationals. So I'm going to let you address that so that anybody that has questions will know exactly what to expect.
Gotcha. So the senior nationals there's just a tee for every division. The tees are going to be set. For those of you that, you know, play on a tour that at 60 you get the tee bump, the yardages that you play for that are going to be very typical. We're going through with a fine-tooth comb right now. I'm working hard with Phil and with Lee. There's a few of those courses that have some different setup and forced carries and things like that. And so we're really trying to make sure that we pay attention to those things to make the golf courses playable for everybody. It's going to be a fun time. So stay tuned. We'll have those things posted by the end of the week, and you'll be able to see those and have those tee setups for your practice rounds.
So that should take care of Rick Williamson's question.
Perfect. Ryan wants to know if there's hotels lined up for Disney in January. Yes, sir. As soon as the ink on that contract is dry, I will get it to you. My dad Papa Steve is negotiating that and getting that done. He just got back from his 44th wedding anniversary trip. So he's been gone for about a week and a half. So that's slowed that. I love how Tim Harmon said forced carries at the die course. What?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're just going to put everybody at the tips. I mean, whatever.
I don't think Pete Dye's seen a forced carry he didn't love.
Sean.
Cool. You just need to hear his thing. He's phenomenal. One of our great members. Looking forward to that. We're working on finalizing the venue, and then Monday night we're having a social at Senior National.
Who's listening?
Looking forward to that. We're working on a finalizing.
That's you, Matt.
I don't have any sound going. I know it's me, but it's not me. That was super weird. But anyways, dates for Disney. Sean, to answer your question, the Disney season kickoff is January 18th and 19th at Disney's Palm and Magnolia. We've bought out the golf courses both days. It's going to be a great time to be down there. Don't want to miss that. The 19th, we'll have a Friday shootout event at Orange County National. And then Saturday and Sunday, the 21st and the 22nd, will be the winter 4-ball. Jody and Jake, I'm guessing, are probably coming back to defend their title. So we've got information on that, and we will get some more information there. The PGA show starts the next week, which we will not be shopping for 23 member kits, Jody. So go us.
Hey, the thick boys will be back in Orlando.
Oh yeah, we got to put some hurt on some people this year.
We looked pretty with those. We looked really pretty with those trophies and Turtleson.
Yeah, I just hope I don't have to wear so many layers.
Right.
Fat enough without them all.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
I just feel like I'm getting picked on in this deal tonight. But then again, if I put Jody and Jake in the same room,
Joe Smolera wants to know who's making your mouth move.
Allie's upstairs, so I think I'm okay there. She's probably watching, so she'll probably appear any moment.
That's too funny.
So is that the TOC? No, Brandon. The Disney season kickoff is open to all APT members. You want to come to Redneck Riviera to find out about TOC like things. That's all I'm saying. We've got some big changes for 2023 with that. I will tell you, it will benefit you to, if you're fifth in your local player of the year race, it'll benefit you to play your local finals to get to third. If you're seventh, it'll benefit you to get to fifth. You're going to get more opportunities that way. It's going to be a great change for us. We're really excited about it, but definitely stay invested in your local chapters, play events locally, and you'll get great opportunities.
Well, Mr. Hale is our season-long points winner in his division, so congrats to him.
So you'll like these changes then, Brandon. I will tell you that much. So, and then Marco wants to know, does your partner need to be from your flight for Orlando? No, you can play from separate divisions. If you're more than 8 strokes different, then you'll be adjusted to an 8-shot difference. It's 70% of the low handicap and 30% of the high handicap.
You want to hit Rick's question?
Philo, the barn. Jody's barn is off limits. It's for Matt and Chris, but we will share it with you. And if you want to hang out with the cows that randomly walk up Jody's driveway, or the goats or the chickens, the dogs, the cats. If I miss animals,
I don't know, Rick, if I can host a national champions dinner and not invite Matt. It would kind of be rude.
Get this back on. So, Rich, let's talk about the Folds of Honor partnership for a minute. Let's bring it back. You're on, Rich. Go.
No, that's your territory. I just assumed with Mayor Phil not being on the call, I was sitting here to be the pretty face on the show. So,
you want to talk about handicaps?
Yeah.
The mayor's the enforcer. He's the one that just comes off the top rope and tells us to stop being idiots.
Yeah.
Without him, it might be a problem. But no, so real quick, wanted to talk about 2023 membership is open. Once again, listening to Chris, good point. $125, same deal as last year. We've added an option called the Folds of Honor Partner Membership. It's a $200 membership. It's literally the $125 that you join, and literally we're just taking the extra $75 and donating it straight to Folds of Honor. So it's just a way, if you're committed with us, Folds of Honor, it's a way to donate, and we're giving 100% of that money. We're going to offer some special perks. Beginning in January, we're going to send out, you're going to get 30% off anything you want to buy in the APT Pro Shop for the year. And there's going to be access to a special event that will get announced at Redneck Riviera that you may want access to. Just saying. Because it's really good.
It's special. That's all I'm going to say at this point.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Are you calling me forced?
Maybe.
My accent's not near as bad as some other people. Larry Burrow. Love you, LB.
Oh, Burrow.
See, that's funny. I understand Larry perfectly.
I know you do. That's why I brought it up.
So, anyways, I'll never forget sitting at Annbriar. Larry comes to help, and we're figuring out the 4-ball teams, and he's reading names to me, which was not the job to do. It was not. And then so I started giving him other names like Chislowski. And like he gets to Rich's last name, and he's just like, he goes, "Oh hell, man, I'm from Arkansas. I have no idea what that says."
If it's not Jones or Tidwell or Smith,
I about lost it sitting in there. I was just like, yeah. So we love you, LB. But
I remember
anyway,
my first time meeting Larry, I stuck my finger in his food just to welcome him on board.
you gonna eat all that?
Just walked right by him. He looked at me. I was like,
oh,
I don't
boy.
want it anymore.
See, that's funny to you guys, but that a finger in some food doesn't bother us Arkansans at all, man. I mean,
No, he didn't touch it.
so what?
He didn't eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
You guys are bad. Well, anyways, big announcement next Tuesday night. We've got a new national partner that's going to change the game. So, and another chapter owner. We had 2 for you tonight, but
You mean
somebody
we're
was
changing
sick.
the game again?
Again.
Golly, this is getting tiresome.
Are you tired of changing the game, Jody? So, anyways, well, we'll see you guys next week. North American Championship registration's open. Be on the lookout for some senior info tomorrow, and we will see you guys next week.
You can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere